The friendly back and forth between Merab and Petr Yan appears to have come to an end. After UFC 323, Merab posted a lengthy statement on social media reflecting on his loss to Yan and thanking his family and friends. Yan responded saying, "Quick recovery. See you." And Merab said, "Thanks, champ." Yan also referred to Merab as his friend on one of his recent posts. However, in a new interview, he denies that it was him writing it. Speaking to Sports 24, Yan said, "What messages? Could be my manager. Sayad is probably the one speaking with him. No, we won't be friends." Merab wasn't too happy with that statement and fired back via X. He wrote, "Fans and friends, listen to this guy now. Never believe a word he says. Just admitted he doesn't write his own social media. Said he never said 'see you friend' or said 'speedy recovery friend' yesterday on Twitter. Wasn't him in quotes. How quickly he changed his mind. Thought he was humbled when I beat him in 2023 and I was friendly toward him. Forget it now, liar. Game on." He followed up saying, "Hey Petr Yan, you would be respectable if you really called me friend, but instead you choose these two as friends. Anatoly Malikin bet me $50,000. Never paid his bet like a real man. Mr. St. Patrick called out and cursed at my friend's mother. Then instead of taking me on like a man after I slapped his coward face, he made me pay fines and go to court. Yeah, you got some good friends there." For some backstory, Anatoly Malikin is the current middleweight and light heavyweight champion in one championship, and he's also a close friend of Petr Yan. Before the Yan vs. Aljamain Sterling rematch, Merab and Anatoly made a $50,000 bet. Merab obviously backed Aljo, while Anatoly backed Yan. Aljo ended up winning, but Merab claims he was never paid. As for the other guy Merab was referencing, Mr. St. Patrick, I'm not entirely sure what Merab is talking about there. However, if you go to that user's Instagram page, he's followed by Petr Yan. Today, Merab also says that the UFC called him and guaranteed that his next fight will be for the belt. He said, "The UFC contacted me and said, please rest as long as you want. Your next fight is a rematch with Petr Yan for the belt. Rest as long as you want and call us when you're ready. They probably want to do the fight in the summer, but I don't want to wait until the summer. I'll repeat once again, I didn't get any serious injuries from this fight. Anyways, I want to schedule the fight early. Maybe in the spring and April would be good, or maybe the fight can be scheduled in the summer." Petr Yan received a hero's welcome when he arrived back home after defeating Merab and reclaiming the UFC bantamweight title. Sean O'Malley believes Petr Yan is now avoiding a rematch with him. The two fought back in 2022 where O'Malley won by split decision, though many fans and fighters felt Yan actually won.
And he got, Tim showed me this morning, he said, they asked like, "Peter, if you would give me a rematch if I beat Song, whatever," and Peter goes, "Ha!" starts laughing. And every time Peter's been asked about me in a rematch, even before this, he's avoided it. I'm not saying Petr Yan's scared of me by any means.
He's dead.
But why? He says I'm not deserving or I'm not good enough or whatever. Wouldn't that be a great reason to defend the belt? Wouldn't you want to fight I fought Cheeto. Like, why wouldn't you want? He said Merab and Umar could rematch. There's that. I don't know. Me and Sai, yeah, I gotta go get through Song. No easy task there.
Sean also gave his thoughts on whether or not the UFC will book the trilogy between Petr Yan and Merab. He believes with the way Yan dominated, the UFC may not run it back right away.
Who does Merab fight next if he doesn't fight Peter?
How can he not fight Peter? I feel like.
Nah. I get that.
I feel like there's no doubt that Merab gets that rematch.
I don't think so.
No?
He just got 50. He just 50-45.
Yeah.
They're dominating.
Yeah, but he dominated the first one, so why would they not run it back?
Why would they?
Peter's hand was broken.
Yeah.
The first one.
No, they ain't running that back.
No?
No.
Joaquin, Buckley, and Shavkat Rakhmonov had words for each other on Instagram. Buckley posted this photo. It says, Joaquin Buckley calls out Shavkat Rakhmonov for Octagon return in 2026. In quotes, "Once I knock out Shavkat, I'm next for that belt." In the caption, Buckley wrote, "You've never fought someone with my speed, never fought someone with my pressure, never fought someone with my power. You've been living off an image and I'm here to destroy it. You talk about being the next contender, so now I am the one standing in your way. Come do something about it. You know a fight with me exposes everything. Your holes, your hesitation, your limits. That's why your team won't say my name. Henry Hooft said himself, none of you boys should fight me. I'm telling you right now, Shavkat, Buckley is coming for you. No contender talk. No excuses, just sign the contract.
Working on my skills. Y'all already know that I'm coming back, bro, and I'm coming back with a vengeance. But I don't want just no random fighter. Give me a name. Give me somebody that can level me up too. Because like I said, I've been putting on these promotions. I've been talking my for a long time. I need another big name. And I'm gonna shout him out right here. I'm gonna do it right here, right now. Shavkat, you said you wanna come back early Feb? Come see your boy Buck. Cause you was always chirping and saying, oh yeah, Buck, easy work, he light work. Then show the world that, man. Cause you been MIA for a minute, right? And we been waiting on you. And I think that's an excellent fight for me and Shavkat to have. And then after we do that, I believe once I knock out Shavkat, I'm next for the belt as well. But you already know, if Usman go for that belt.
Shavkat left a comment saying, "Black boy, you get beat up." And Buckley responded saying, "Nah, say what you really want to say, lil bitch." Michael Bisping was impressed with Nassourdine Imavov's latest training footage. Imavov's coach posted a video of him hitting pads, and Bisping reposted it with the caption, "Holy shit." Alan Joban also reacted saying that double up right hand is faster than I can see. Ahead of his rematch with Diego Lopez at UFC 325, Alexander Volkanovski says he has no plans to retire. He also wants to defend the featherweight title against both Lerone Murphy and Movsar Evloev.
Will this be your last time in the octagon?
Yeah, I'm seeing that everywhere as well. I don't know where that come from. No, it's not. It hasn't been planned to be my last fight, so you don't need to really worry about that. I think you're going to just take it as it goes from here on, but there's definitely no plans of that. My plans are going out there and, as I told you, not taking too much damage, going out there really setting a statement, and make it, be really impressive in there, and then maybe get a quick turnaround. I think you've got a couple of other guys as well, like Movsar, Lerone Murphy. They're undefeated and all that, so they're, for the legacy, they look like they might be pretty good as well. So we'll see what happens. This one, do this in Sydney, put on a show, but again, definitely no plans for that.
Charles Oliveira believes if he beats Max Holloway at UFC 326, he'll be next in line for a lightweight title shot. Speaking to AG Fight, Oliveira said the UFC is a game. You have to learn how to play it, otherwise you get left behind. Topuria is going through some tough moments in his life, and he asked for some time off, right? So now we have two guys fighting for the belt in January, interim, and then 2 months later I'm fighting for the BMF title. I think, with all due respect, I sell so much more than the two who are going to fight for the title. I have much more charisma than the two who are going to fight for the title. So whether you like it or not, I'm already stepping in strong on the edge of that conversation. For me, Arman was the guy who should be fighting for the belt, either interim or undisputed. But I don't know why they didn't put him there. So whether people like it or not, I think I sell way more than Arman. So if I win, no, I'm going to win. I'm going to put on a great fight, and I'm going to win this fight. And if it's a great fight and I win, I think I'll burst the bubble and I'll be next in line for the title again. Joe Pyfer is not interested in a fight with Brunno Ferreira. Ferreira just beat Marvin Vettori via unanimous decision at UFC 323. Pyfer says he wants to fight somebody higher up in the rankings.
Would Brunno be a potential matchup for you, Joe? No.
I listen.
I understand.
I'm in the rankings. I'm tied. I did check.
All right.
They just put his face over mine. I guess that means I'm ugly, mother. But I'm tied for 15. I fought to get into the rankings. Now I want to fight somebody in the rankings.
What do they have? They have him at 15 too? Ferreira?
RoboCop.
Oh, yeah.
Ferreira's going to be 14.
Yeah.
Probably. Or one of us gets bumped to 14 and he didn't make it because it was a boring decision.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Aljamain Sterling says Merab didn't have enough time to warm up for his fight with Petr Yan because Joshua Van versus Alessandre Pantoja ended so quickly.
During the Moreno fight, we're thinking, okay, we'll get ready. As soon as this fight's over, we'll start getting ready. We start getting warmed up. We did about 15 minutes, maybe a little shy of that, of warming up how we typically do. And Pantoja dislocates his elbow, and it's just a huge curveball in our warm-up. And then we're like, well, we think we did enough. And he looks ready. He was sweating good. So we're like, all right, we should be good to go, even though this was very unexpected. We didn't get a chance to warm up, then let it come down a little bit and then get ready to go.
Arman Tsarukyan is set to grapple Shara Bullet at Hype FC on December 30th. They'll be competing for the 84 kg or 185 pound title. The event will be streamed live on Kick. Shara Bullet left a comment saying Pirate goes for gold. Who do you guys got for this one? Post your thoughts in the comments. Joe Rogan reacts to Donald Trump recently saying there would be 8 to 9 title fights on the White House card.
And they're going to have 8 or 9 championship fights, the biggest fights they've ever had. Everyone's a championship fight.
On the Joe Rogan Experience, Joe said, first of all, there are only 8 weight classes, so how's there going to be 9 title fights? Joe also really wants to see Jon Jones compete on the White House card. He gave his take on Dana White saying he can't trust Jon in that position.
I can't risk putting him in big positions in a big spot and have something go wrong.
Rogan said if they don't do Jon Jones at the White House, I think it would be a travesty. They need to do that. Come on. Dana's like, you can't count on him. You can f***ing count on him. Come on, stop. At the White House? Come on. And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. These comments are in reference to the altercation between Jamal Hill and Joanna Jędrzejczyk. The first one's from Mike. It says, holy shit, am I taking Jamal's side for once? The second one's from Michael Robinson. It says, common sense will tell you Hill is telling the truth here. And the final one's from Andrew Gray. It says, looks like Joanna had a drunk Karen moment. Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.